Hey guys, welcome. My name is Bobby and this is another BS review. Hey guys, I'm here today to review my Ronin M from DJI. I've had it for almost a month now, and I wanted to share a few things with you all that I was unable to find during my research that really completed my entire setup with this unit. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this guy up. Okay, I've got my Ronin here pretty much to the basic setup. I wanted to stop here so I could go over a few things that I've discovered so far. First off, this case that I got, I'll put the link in the description below. This case is awesome. It was pretty expensive. I think it was close to $400. It's really great though. For transporting back and forth, it's really simple. The one thing I don't like about it is that I don't like to take the thumb control holder off and the monitor arm adapter off because it's just one more thing you got to set up every time. So with those things on there, they won't actually sit in their assigned place, if you will. But I have made it fit with them. They just kind of roll around a little bit more, which isn't super great, but they're carbon fiber and they haven't really been scratched up too bad. So I won't take them on a plane that way. If I was doing something long term, I would take this stuff off and pack it the correct way. But I've been leaving those on. It seems to be working pretty good. Next, I want to talk about how I mount my small HD monitor. So this is a great monitor. I love it. It's been fantastic. It's something I really didn't plan on buying, but I'm kind of glad I did. A lot of people think it's an iPhone, which is kind of funny. It takes Canon batteries, which is great. You don't have to have a whole new battery or charger. But I had trouble finding a great way to mount this. So I found this adapter, which there's a lot of these out there that are pretty expensive. This one I think was in the $30 range. So if you, I'll put the link to this as well below, but this is great. It's got the, I believe it's called 3/4 deal on each side, so it can mount the monitor and mount to the Ronin itself. And then I'll place this on there. The one thing I have noticed about this mount and just using the Ronin in general is that you're doing a lot of different angles, so you really have to change your monitor angle quite often. So I'm curious to see if anybody else out there has found something that has like a flexible arm that's still sturdy enough to hold the monitor, because you really need a third hand to adjust the angle of the monitor while you've got this thing in your hands. So if you found something that's flexible that you can easily turn without having to use two hands, please comment below. So that's that. The other huge issue I've been having is the gimbal seems to get, just seems to shut off at times. I've been blaming it on tension from the cable of the camera all the way to the monitor. But I've talked with some other colleagues that are using the Ronin M, and they said they had the same issue. I actually got the cable they suggested, which I'll have to grab in a second. It's in a different room. But we're using, just a typical regular mini HDMI or micro HDMI to HDMI. There's so much stuff going on right in this area that you get a little jammed when you get your camera mounted onto the deal. And so when you're doing certain pans or tilts, I noticed there's a lot of tension, and I thought that the gimbal was shutting off due to that cable, which I think it was in some instances, but not all. So what I found is a cable that's got a 90-degree adapter on it. I don't have it up here. I'll go grab it in just a second. But that seems to be working great. And for the Sony camera I shoot with, it is a micro HDMI, and I found a camera or a cable with a 90-degree angle that actually is coiled, which has been working fantastic. But for my Canon, it's a mini HDMI, and I struggled to find a cable, but I did find a cable with a 90-degree angle. I actually haven't got to shoot with it yet, but I will let you know when I do, and if it should definitely work a lot better. I just set it up and tested it, and it seemed to flow a lot better. But I'm curious to find out if anybody else has had this issue with the cable tension shutting the gimbal off. What I've been doing is just shutting the entire mechanism off and then starting over and going from there. But I'm gonna grab that cable real quick. I'll be right back. So this is the cable I've been using for the Sony camera. As you can see, it's got a 90-degree angle for the micro HDMI goes to the camera. It seems like it's not a whole lot less of a connection, which it's not at all actually. But just this small piece back here is just enough room that I needed when I mounted it on the Ronin. So it really does make a difference. The coil is nice. This one's got to be stretched out just a little bit more so it creates less tension, but this seems to be working out great. That's pretty much all I have. You guys have seen the Ronin in action. It's been fantastic. I'll be uploading some videos later in November that I shot with it. I can't release them just yet. And that's pretty much all I have. If you have any questions, suggestions, please comment below. And this has been another BS review. Thanks.